We start with The Guardian and massive anger, not quite fury, but massive anger in the Tory grassroots. It's The Guardian. The Guardian hates Boris. Is it exaggerating about this massive anger, or is it...
Well, it's 40% of Tory members, of grassroots Tories. I don't know how many they asked. They want Boris Johnson to quit. I think the headline really is 60% don't. Well, personally, this is not a sackable or resignation offence for 60% of Tory party members. Some people said this is not necessarily time to change the captain on the bridge. They've been inundated with emails. Again, I don't know the numbers. There aren't that many Tory party members, but they seem to decide most of what happens in this country, don't they? Who our leader is every other year. And some of them are not happy. But some of them don't want him to go yet, I think, because the local elections are coming up. And I think certain members of the Tory party don't want the new leader to have his arse handed to him in May, which is what is going to happen. I think the voters will come out and go, we want to tell you off. It doesn't necessarily mean we're not going to vote for you in the election, but right now we're not happy, and they're going to vote against the Conservative Party. And if it's the new leader, they start off with a terrible defeat. It's not a good look.
Yeah, but on the other hand, you've got a lot of people losing, a lot of councillors losing their seats.
Do they really care about it? Do they really care about it? Do they? Well, if they really care, then...
There is a huge disconnect between Tory policy and what the Tory grassroots want. And there is some... I remember going to a talk before Boris was PM by him with when he was still a journalist for The Telegraph, so he was just a backbencher at the time. And I sort of stood up and asked a question, and I said, what are ministers going to do? Because this was at the time when, like, 75% of Tory grassroots wanted to leave and, like, 80% of Tory MPs were Remainers. So there was a big contradiction between the MPs and the grassroots. And I was asking, what would Boris do to reconnect MPs with its grassroots? And Boris's answer was, well, if you look, kids are really libertarian, so we need to just get with the kids. And I remember thinking that was the most patronising, empty, vacuous, contempt for the question answer that I've ever heard.
Well, it's just like his normal answer, isn't it, really, to be fair?
I'm hearing a lot of grassroots. I'm going to focus it. There's a lot of the grassroots talk. They're either the real talk, they're the grassy ones, not the big trees, but the little... Are you a grassroots Tory?
I am. There's a lot of people really believe in what they do, and they give their lives and they give their time fighting for the kind of England that they want. It might not be the Britain that you two guys want, but it's the kind of Britain that they think is best for Britain.
I think it's instructive you said England first and then started talking about Britain as well, because there is a different bit of a gap between some of the grassroots who want really England. They don't really care about Scotland or Wales. I mean, let's face it, Jacob Rees-Mogg the other day talking about the leader of the Scottish Tories being not a particularly big figure in the party. Well, that is not someone who cares. Yeah. No, but that's not someone who cares about the union.
They've got no support in Scotland.
So, OK, then we'll let that one go.
Aside from but in terms of the relationship between the MPs and the grassroots...
Yeah, but it's not good optics to just sort of go, oh, yeah, Scott, who cares about that?
I thought it was right. I thought it was amusing.
Jacob Rees-Mogg and optics are not words that go together, let's be fair.
He's a great guy.